I am not a medical professional. The information provided in this video is for informational purposes. Please consult with your healthcare provider for medical advice.
Okay. What about any advice for women for shrinking fibroids? It seems to be a very common problem with among black females.
The reason why black females are facing with such a high incidence of fibroids, the diet.
The diet.
They have taken us away from the diet that nature designed for us.
Yes.
And we have become victims, conditioned to that diet. Now, we have to turn the thing around, bring back everything that we feel, that we know is consistent with our cellular predisposition, our diet.
In this video, I'll be going over how to heal the female reproductive system. This includes fibroids, PCOS, infertility, abnormal uterine bleeding, and endometriosis. Although I will not go into details over each specific condition, the general process for healing is the same.
You, ma'am, or sir, or ma'am, yes, ma'am. Good for what? Fibroid. The question is asked, what is good for fibroids? What are fibroids? Fibroids is the accumulation of what? Toxins. Starch begins the process. And they're small, then they get larger and larger, and then they burst. When they burst, they spread. They call that cancer. So what we have is a product that begin to reduce the fibroids as they came. And at some point, they roll out. A woman came to us from New Jersey with 14 fibroid tumors, Gloria Walker. She was never supposed to have a baby. She has 3 little girls.
There are some necessary basics that you must follow in order to ensure that you are on the road to healing properly from whatever condition that you may have. This includes following an alkaline plant-based diet. This will be consuming foods from Dr. Sebi's nutrition guide. You can eat mostly raw fruits and vegetables. That is optional. You can also consume them cooked. However, eating raw fruits and vegetables for some people, it will enhance their healing. Until they are healed, you can go back to eating the cooked alkaline foods, but that is optional when dealing with the female reproductive system. Of course, you want to avoid sugars and starches because that is not a part of an alkaline plant-based diet. You also want to be sure that you are consuming at least a gallon of natural spring water per day. There are certain steps in the healing process that cannot be avoided if you want results. These things will always remain the same regarding of any disease that you want to heal from. You will need to cleanse. This includes consuming Irish moss, spring water, cleansing herbs, alkaline fruit smoothies, as well as alkaline juice, including green juice or green smoothies. You will need to revitalize, which is basically after you've completed your cleanse, your detox or fast or what have you, you want to make sure that you consume herbs that help to nourish and replenish the body while strengthening the immune system. This is also when you would take the herbs that target your specific condition. And you want to make sure that you follow up by eating foods from Dr. Sebi's nutrition guide. There is a link in the description box below to download a copy. There are 2 parts of healing. 1, you must cleanse the body. The body must be cleansed on an intracellular level through detoxification in order to purify each cell in the body and remove mucus. 2, you need to revitalize the body. The body will then rebuild and rejuvenation will take place. You want to consume lots of sea moss and iron during the revitalization. According to Dr. Sebi, in order to rid the body of disease, we must cleanse the skin, the liver, the gallbladder, the lymph glands, the kidneys, and the colon. So what is a cleanse or a detox? Detoxification is considered a type of alternative medicine treatment which aims to rid the body of toxins, which are substances that have accumulated in the body and have undesirable short-term or long-term effects on the individual's health. There are several different ways that you can detox. The most common is through fasting, and there are various fasting methods, which include water fasting, liquid fasting, which is where you would consume juices and things like that you put through a juicing machine. There's also smoothie fast, fruit fast, and a raw food fast. The fast that is recommended by Dr. Sebi is to fast for at least 12 days on sea moss, herbs, water, and fruit smoothies. You can also consume alkaline juice. And this basically means consuming these fruit and juice using ingredients that are on Dr. Sebi's nutrition guide. So how do you do a detox or a cleanse? Depending on the fasting method that you choose, you want to focus on only consuming the drinks and or foods that are specific to the fast that you choose for a certain amount of time. It's highly recommended that you also take cleansing herbs, which help to accelerate the healing process. So for example, if you are doing a water fast for 3 days, you will only drink water while taking the cleansing herbs, either in tea or capsule form. Nothing else should be consumed during those 3 days. While you are detoxing or cleansing, there are some symptoms that you may experience, including having a hard time sleeping, feeling cold and flu symptoms, tongue discoloration. You may have itching, rash, or outbreaks, aches and pains, changes in your bowel movement, low energy. You may expel mucus, which is quite common and a good thing. And some people experience low blood pressure. These are temporary and usually subside after the first week. So now I will go over the cleansing herbs that you should take while you are detoxing your body. Cascara sagrada. It causes muscle contractions in the intestines that help to move stool through the bowels while stimulating the liver and pancreas secretion. Rhubarb root. It's a highly effective laxative that helps improve the tone and health of the digestive tract. It also cleanses heavy metals and kills harmful bacteria. Prodigiosa stimulates pancreas secretion, reduces blood sugar levels, and motivates fat digestion in the gallbladder while improving stomach digestion. Burdock root cleanses the liver and the lymphatic system. It also helps to eliminate toxins through the skin and aids in the filtering of impurities through the bloodstream. Chaparral cleanses the lymphatic system and the gallbladder. It also clears heavy metal from the blood and helps to treat diabetes. Dandelion cleanses the kidneys, gallbladder, and blood, and it also dissolves kidney stones. It provides relief from liver disorders, diabetes, urinary disorders, and it is rich in calcium. Elderberry removes the mucus from the upper respiratory system and lungs. It increases urine flow and induces sweating. Guaco cleanses the blood and cleanses the skin by promoting perspiration. It reduces inflammation, increases urination, and promotes healthy respiratory system. It is also high in iron, and it strengthens the immune system, and is high in potassium phosphate. Eucalyptus is great for cleansing the skin. It can be used for steaming and in a sauna, or you can just cleanse the skin through going into a sauna to promote sweating, or going out into the sun and allowing yourself to sweat that way naturally. Mullein cleanses the lungs. It removes mucus from the small intestines and activates lymph circulation in the chest and neck. A common question that I get asked is, how long do you detox or cleanse? The duration of a detox depends on the individual's tolerance and level of toxicity. Typically, it's recommended that you detox for 7 to 14 days. However, 1 to 3 months is best. Dr. Sebi fasted for 90 days when he was healed from diabetes. This is an extremely long time for most people, so Dr. Sebi recommends a minimum of 12 days. If you have health issues that make it difficult to fast on water or juice, I recommend fasting on fruit and or raw veggies from Dr. Sebi's nutrition guide. You will still get results, but it may take a little longer. Just be patient. The healing process will still happen. Another question that I get is, how much of the cleansing herbs do I take? If you are taking herbs from a pre-purchased cleansing package, please follow the recommended dosage. If you are using your own individual cleansing herbs and they do not come with recommended dosages, I recommend that you research the recommended dosage for each herb, especially if you're going to be using them in capsule form. Typically, it's easier to make herbal teas with a ratio of 1 teaspoon to 8 ounces of water for each herb. You can also make a larger pitcher of the herbs using this same ratio. Next, I will go over the revitalizing herbs.
You, ma'am, or sir. Oh, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, how much is good for fibroids?
Good for what? Fibroid. The question is asked, what is good for fibroids? What are fibroids? Fibroids is the accumulation of what? Toxins. Starch begins the process. And they're small, then they get larger and larger, and then they burst. When they burst, they spread. They call that cancer. So what we have is a product that begin to reduce the fibroids as they came. And at some point, they roll out. A woman came to us from New Jersey with 14 fibroid tumors. Gloria Walker. She was never supposed to have a baby. She has 3 little girls.
As you heard Dr. Sebi state, red clover is an excellent herb for the female reproductive system. It purifies the blood, shrinks tumors, and helps the nervous system. It also helps with endometriosis, vaginal discharge, and it strengthens the vaginal muscles. Pau de Arco shrinks tumors, it's a blood purifier, and it helps with lymphatic congestion and candida, which is basically yeast infections. Chaparral shrinks tumors, it helps with prolapsed uterus, venereal disease, as well as kidney and bladder problems. Red raspberry leaf, it's used for heavy menstrual bleeding and uterine trauma. It's also used as an astringent and uterine tonic. Shepherd's purse helps with uterine bleeding, is a hemostatic astringent, and a diuretic. Peony is used for abnormal periods, cramping, and as an astringent. Stinging nettle helps with PMS. It is a mucosal and alkalizing astringent, and it is high in nutrients and minerals. During any revitalization, you want to consume lots of Irish sea moss. It contains 92 of 102 minerals that the body needs. This includes zinc, magnesium, iodine, bromine, calcium, iron, phosphorus, potassium, and selenium. It's best to get wild-crafted Irish moss. Sarsaparilla should also be consumed with any revitalization because it is the best source of iron and it is necessary for healing. It is also a natural diuretic, and it is recommended that you take Jamaican sarsaparilla if possible. Another common question I get is when to take the revitalizing herbs. After cleansing for 14 to 30 days, which is typically recommended. Again, Dr. Sebi recommends at least 12 days. Whether you detox for 1 week or 1 month, you will see the benefits from a cleanse. The amount of time that you cleanse does greatly help in the healing process, but it is not the only factor. As I mentioned before, the longer the fast, the better. However, you don't want to overdo it. Whenever you choose to end your cleanse, you should start the Revitalizing Herbs immediately after. So a few things to remember. Only eat foods that are on Dr. Sebi's nutrition guide after you have completed your detox. You want to drink 1 gallon of spring water per day. This does also include any teas that you may be consuming as well. The Revitalizing Herbs and Irish moss are a necessary part of the healing in order to restore the body after cleansing. It is a great benefit to cleanse at least once per year for 7 days if you are on an alkaline diet. If you are not eating strictly alkaline foods from Dr. Sebi's nutrition guide, you should cleanse or detox every 3 months. Keep in mind that consuming foods that are acidic will put the body at risk for relapsing. There are some people who have the misconception that once you are healed from certain diseases, that you will not have a risk of getting these diseases again, which is not true. If you revert back to the same old habits that caused you to have that disease or condition in the first place, you are at a great risk of having the disease or condition return. This is with the exception of viruses such as HIV, herpes, AIDS, things of that nature that have been transmitted to you through an infection. Once you are healed of viruses and things of that nature, you will only get the disease again if you are reinfected. The best way to lessen your chances with conditions like that is to maintain a healthy alkaline diet to ensure that your immune system is strong enough to fight off any of these diseases, viruses, and things of that nature. You can find many of these herbs on my website, www.alkalinemillideas.com. There is a link in the description box below. There is also a link to my Facebook group where you can find lots of awesome information and great recipes that are shared by the members of the group, as well as testimonies. I do also offer a total cleansing package, as well as a female health nourisher, which can be used as a revitalizer. For those of you who are not comfortable mixing and combining your own herbs or making your own herbal teas, or you just prefer to take them in capsule form. Again, there will be a link in the description box below for those of you who are interested in placing an order. As Dr. Sebi stated, disease can only exist in an environment that is acid. Only consistent use of natural botanical remedies will effectively cleanse and detoxify a diseased body, reversing it to its intended alkaline state. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions, you are welcome to email me. The email is in the description box below, or you can leave a comment below this video.